Hello guys. Just a moment.
We got you.
I'm just fixing this. Just a moment. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry if I it's been a while since I put up live streaming, and I'm currently drawing something. It's a bit noisy here. So what's up? Yeah, there was Pikachu in the background. And hi everybody. Hello Matthew, Cowell, it's Marie, everybody, Sean, Matthew, who else? Luna, Hot Milk. Right now it's what time is it? Almost 9 in the evening. So it's pretty rough. I'm working late. Well, not really. Been working since the morning. Hey there. Hey guys. And my daughter is watching me.
I am chatting.
My gosh. No, I'm not in Australia, Sean. I'm in the Philippines, near Australia. So I'm just above Australia. My daughter is chatting. Anyways, I'll just continue what I'm doing right. I'm currently working on this character Watchman, and I'm in the middle of in between. So, hello Linus. Uh, oh, Carol, you're from England. Where in England? I was there before, and was pretty cool. Hello there, Emerald. Sky. Yeah, I'm in the Philippines. Luna, glad to know you're from Thailand. Denmark. Wow, that's good, no, Linus. Hi, Creative Artworks. Just passing by. Who's that? Yeah, I'm using right now Krita version 4.3. Hello, Sean. Oh, you're from India. Cool.
Everybody thinks about me.
Hello, Flando. Hey, Creative Works. Yeah, it's nice to see everybody here, and thanks for your uh, company. What? Wait a minute. Kanina pa ako dito. Sorry, someone is disturbing me. Anyways, if you have questions, you can post it. I'll try to answer if I can. If I can. If you need little tips um, about drawing, I cannot give you um, tips about animation because you know me. I don't work in animation. Just know what I do. So I don't do exact things that animators really do. So forgive me if I give you tips that are not professionally advised for everybody, but you can try it out. Nothing's stopping you. So let's see if we have questions. Hi Sky, yeah, you're from Philippines. Hmm, nice. Hot milk. Wait a minute. What's up there? Hey, Manny. Is there a line correction in Krita? Is there a line correction in Krita? Yeah, it's called undo. I don't know what you mean. There are line tool. You press N, I think. You can create. Let's make another file. So I can teach you maybe some things, small things I know about Krita. I don't know too much about Krita, so I know only few things that I always do, like simple line, like this one. This one is we're gonna use just press N, as in nincompoop. Uh, the line tool. You can use line tool for straight lines. It can apply um, pressure sensitivity if you're using tablet. Um, you can start from soft going hard in the end. So it has a pressure um, levels. So you can do it hard then going soft, like so. I hope you can see that. Ugh. It's softer in the end. So if you're using, let's see, um, if we're going to use, there are people asking about the perspective, the assistant tool. So the assistant tool is the triangle here, somewhere here. If you can see that. Um, Let me see if I drag it out. Oh, okay. Whoa. Uh, let me, Oh man, what's going on here? Woohoo! It's really hard. Okay. So if you're using, what's going on here? Uh, oh, see that? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. So this is the assistant tool. This one here. I hope you can see that. You can see that. Can you see it? Anyway, the assistant tool is has many features. So I'm going to put it back again. Sorry, guys. Um, when you click it in the option um, tool here, you will have a combo menu where you can choose which one you're gonna use. All right. You have vanishing point, spline, ruler, perspective, parallel ruler, infinite ruler, fish eye ellipse, and concentric ellipse. Okay, usually I use for I think it is vanishing point. Yeah, vanishing point maybe. So I'll just click it somewhere here. You'll have vanishing point, a 1 point perspective. I hope you get all that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm using a Wacom. It's Wacom. Wacom. There's no label here. Anyways, this is a Wacom 24 HD. It's quite old. Anyways, the perspective is something like this. You will have automatic 1 point perspective, and you have more options here. If you want to change the color uh, of the lines, the guidelines, you can choose a color somewhere in the ready-made presets color palette, and click OK. And then if you want to change the opacity, you can drag it there. So um, before you can use it, you can try. You cannot use it when you pick up the tool. You have to use the brush, the raster brush, and then uh, the tool options will change into uh, something else for the brush. So you have the brush smoothing is if you want to stabilize, weight, basic, or none, you can use that. So I'm using basic. So you can there's a checkbox here where you can check it. You can tick it. So the magnetism, the influence of magnetism of the brush to the lines or to the guidelines or to according to perspective will be uh, used here. Okay, so this is I always put the snap single check and always 1000%. So I hope you get that. So when I make perspective, I draw like this. You can automatically have a vanishing point. So sometimes it's hard to create um, straight line. So I need to. You can use that. So you can make vanishing point like this. So if you want to use make a wait a minute vertical line or horizontal line, you'll just press the keyboard with the using brush. Press the keyboard and then V. Hold down V and then Shift to make straight vertical line or horizontal line. So if you hold down, you make a line first, and then you hold on Shift, and then you'll make a straight line. Anyway, that's the options for the assistant tool. So hopefully in the future I'll make a tutorial about it and to make your life easy. So anyway, let's go back to my project. I'm targeting this to be finished this week. Hopefully, this will be done before the weekend. Hopefully, before the weekend. There will be no background here, so it's just him. I've been watching. Wait a minute. Sorry, guys. I need to read something first. Wait a minute. Imagine doing some work and probably expecting some small talk while live streaming and having to stop teaching something that's probably been taught in one of some different ways. Okay. Realistic Superman. How realistic? Sometimes there are realistic like comic realism and there are movie realism. Yeah, this is Saitama, the One Punch Man. It's not easy drawing him because I need to make the consistency of the look. What's going on here? Huh. So he's bald. His head is like an egg. So I have to look for it. If he still look like an egg. So it's just weird that sometimes when you see him very serious, he his eyes changes like a very sharp eye. Hey Manny, you're working on a Spider-Man. That's nice. Your version of things weird, so weird. Ooh, sorry, I'm lost. Wait a minute. Need to scroll. Okay. I was lost. Sorry. Why don't you do a full movie episode, 10 minutes? You're not doing 1 minute movie or a clip is really painstaking. It will take me a month or 3 months to finish, depending on the scene. But it's really hard. So I just limit my animation. So I'll try to make. I have a project working on right now, and it's still in progress. So hopefully it will be not more than 10 minutes. I think I'll try. Okay. Blah blah. Who? Yep. Krita is in Android now. They are developing their. Um, I think my camera is my camera is loose. Sorry, guys. I need to fix my camera. Wait a minute. Just a moment. I'll fix the camera. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you, Kawai. You sent me $5. Thank you. That's really nice. You don't have to send me something. I just need to um hold on. How can I pause? Get me rubber band. Rubber band. There on the sink. There's Krita for Android, and they seem to uh they tried making the desktop version for on Android. So it's really nice, but you need room for your drawing, um, and sometimes when you draw on a tablet, you need more room for uh, drawing. And hold on, oh bummer. Sorry guys, I my just a minute. Yeah. Sorry guys, my camera is messed up, so I need. Oh, there you go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There you go. There you go. Sorry guys. How's that? Good, good, good. So, the Android is being developed by I think there was one user who tried using the desktop version for an Android as a trial, and then they saw it and hey, why don't we just do it? And then they used the desktop version and converted it to Android, and it's really really interesting that they tried doing it, and it's fun. But there are some little problem because it's for me on my phone it's not compatible. So that's my problem. So I won't be able to make a tutorial uh, for how to use an Android device on Krita. So I wish they make a version where you can use an OTG enabled devices, where you have third party um, uh, graphic tablet where you can use for Krita. So that's a downside. You need another higher higher end tool like like Samsung Galaxy tablet. I think that works on Krita on Android. So, anyways, the model of my tablet right now is an old. It's a 2011, I think, 2011 um, graphic tablet Wacom Cintiq 24 HD. It's a 24 HD Cintiq. Oh, that's it. Wacom. I'm I'm drawing. I'm writing something here. So yeah, that's my graphic tablet at the moment. I have other graphic tablets that I'm using. Not right now though. It's called Yueon. So wait a minute. Whoops. Anyway, Surface Pro 4. The stylus pen that I use for work on Bamboo ink, which has the rechargeable battery, also have the standard version to work on Bamboo ink, which takes a 4A battery. Yeah, there are tabs that uses battery, so sometimes it's a bummer because you need to charge it. You need an extra pen with the same pen that you need to have. So in case the other tablet ran out of charge, you need to charge it, and then you use the other tablet with the charge on. So, is it possible to connect Canvas Pro, Surface Pro? I'm not sure about that. You need to, if it's running on Windows, I guess. Oh, hi Bluebot. Hello there. Hey, thank you for the compliment. So, this is just hobby, okay? It's not really my professional work. I'm a comic book artist, so forgive me if I my work is not really seriously done. So, do you have other questions? Let me see if you have. Let me scroll up. Sorry, guys. How many frames? Right now, I'm on 24 frames per second. This is from the question from Abby. This is 24 frames, 24 FPS. Wait a minute. 24 FPS under 12 FPS. So it means my I'm drawing on a 24 frames per second video, but the drawing is 12 frames per second. So if you see here, I hope you can see it. No, it's not. This timeline. See, I'm drawing by twos. You can see it. Hopefully you can see it. I'm drawing by twos. So to save time for me to draw. If I can do it full frame. So, but I'm lazy. So we need work to be done. So I draw it on 12 frames per second. So that's it. it's hard to animate. Really, it's a serious work. So I'm not working in the industry of animation, but I love doing it. So, uh, hello Ed, have you ever tested tablets from Xpen? Yes, I have tested. They sent me a they sent me a unit, XP pen, graphic tablet for me to test. So I made them a tutorial about it, and I'm not sure if it's still they're still interested in my tutorial because they haven't responded to my email. Anyways, XP Pen sent me two graphic tablets. I'll show you here. Hopefully, I can show you here. Here's one. Here's a graphic tablet they sent me. It's Star G40S. Hopefully, you can see that. It's a graphic tablet where you can um, where you can connect to Android devices or Android phone or tablets that runs on Android version 6 and above. So if your Android phone is running version 6, you can actually use it. You just need to enable your what you call OTG. It's called um, I don't know why is it called OTG, but it's a OTG where you can enable it, and then the device will detect that you have another device connected to it. So if you connect it, and no need of downloading any driver, so it will run. It will automatically detect it with a pressure sensitivity. That's cool about it. It has pressure sensitivity where you can um, play around with the opacity. That's it. Anyways, oh my, sorry guys, I'm not working while chatting. Okay, well, what's the next question? Ping, Pingy po skinny Aldous. Oh, what the? Anyway, is it possible to connect Canvas to Pro or Surface Pro? I don't know, Chris. I wish I know. 12 FPS is what I do. Good. Yeah, we sometimes do that. Sometimes there are scenes that you need to that are so um, short. Like for example, it's just a second, just 1 second, and you need, and it's so quick. When the character is kicking or jumping, and it's so quick, you need to draw them um, single frame for every shot. You know what I mean? Something about back into the animation. Already have copy of the Anime Store's survival kit as a refresher about software. I'm torn between Krita and OpenTunes. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what to say. What's the best brush in Krita? You know, best brush is your brush. I cannot recommend you my brush. For example, my brush is not always recommended for everybody because these brushes are um, made for my preference. For example, this brush, let's use this here. Whoops. This brush is um, it's a custom brush, so there's no pressure sensitivity here. So I set up my brush um, preferences, so it will actually work on the painting that I'm using, working on. So you need to set up your own brush according to your preference. I cannot recommend you my brush because it is my brush. Sometimes you will, um, what do you call it? You you will just change it with your preference. You know what I mean? It's not um, it's not a good brush for yourself. So you need to set up your own brush. It's not recommended for everybody. So you can try. Just play around with the settings because sometimes when you have your settings here, these are my settings. The opacity, the flow. I check some of the boxes here uh, according to my preference. So I cannot really recommend you anything about brushes. Okay, what else? I think I tried both. Middle finger. Yeah, yeah. I know that. Isn't that weird? I don't mind if my character is weird. Um, I'm just drawing and just I just want to have fun. If other people is having fun with my drawing, then that's fine. If not, well, there's nothing I can do. How do you add another cam to the animation? Another camera to the anima. How do I add? How do I add? I just you know there's no camera in Krita. In I think in what do you call this? Um, in other softwares there's a camera where you can make multiple shots for your animation. In Krita, there's no multiple cameras. You just need to draw another file, and you need to draw another file, and you need to draw another file and just stitch them together. You know, if your first camera is a close up of a man walking, and then the second one is a far shot where he is walking again. You know, so you need to make a file for the close up and another file for the far away shot. You know, and then you stitch them together in a video editor where you can make it in one shot, or you can do that here, but you know it will a 10-minute animation is gonna drag your computer down. It's gonna crash your computer because the Krita has um, Krita is lagging when the file is getting bigger. As you add layers, as you add more images, add more frames, it will lag down until it crashes. Since since your computer is, especially when your computer is really low in memory, it will make your program crash. Will you stream regularly? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure really. I don't want to make promises right now. I'm um if I'm planning to, I may schedule a stream for everybody so that everybody can join in and um ask question. What else? What else? Did I miss anything? Sorry, guys. It's really okay. Anyways, that's it. If you have other questions to pitch in, just let me know. Just uh, I cannot preview the this animation because um, you won't be able to see it because it's lagging. Sometimes, if I want to see my animation if it's working, I render it and then play it on a video player to see if it's working. Because my computer is a Stone Age and it's not really flawless. Sorry to say that. If somebody out there gonna give me a computer, just give it to me. Just kidding. I'm so glad my computer is working at the moment. Knock on wood. Yeah. That's why Krita have this settings where they have this autosave. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes I shut down the computer without saving, or not shut down, sleep my computer when going to sleep. Wow, that's right. That's weird. So, and they make a backup file just in case uh, your Krita program crashed. But it rarely crash on me, so I don't worry about um, not saving all the time. But it will teach you to save your work every time you do something. Um, Not like in mobile devices, it automatically uh, saves your file. Why don't you make comic live? I was thinking about it. Drawing a whole peanut drawing in comic format, not just a simple animation, a comic format. Maybe in the future I'll try to make a comic style of live stream because comics, it's hard to draw comics. um, Sometimes when especially when the scene is crowded with characters and backgrounds and everything is uh, messed up, like a crowd drawing that, man, that it's really hard, but it's fun, especially when you're in the process of rendering everything, the details, the cross hatching, the shading, if you know shading, and that's it. Coloring. Do you have some? Do you have some basic practice for beginners? Uh, just practice.
Ano, meron bang sama? Naka-ano ko ah. Naka-
Do you have some basic practice for beginners? Well, you just need to practice when you draw something that you don't know, especially. you need to find reference and you copy it, especially a scene of, um, let's say, you're you're in a dentist office. You need to know what's in the dentist office. Of course, there's a table. Uh, there's the chair for the patient, and the lights for the dentist. You need to find the reference. It's easier now because you need you only thing you do is type it on Google, and then you'll have the images of dentist. So not like before in the Stone Age. You need to you need to find a magazine in a bookstore where they sell dentist magazine. So you need to practice with reference. That's very important, especially in human figures, because we see people all the time. We see people walking, people running. We know what's running look like. We know what's falling looks like. We know everything about people. So you need to have reference. My cat is crazy. Oh, sorry. My cat is crazy. Anyways, what else? How long does it take to make 20-minute episode of anime? You're seriously into 20 minutes episode of anime for a whole team for a the anime industry is um, for the reality of it is it's big in Japan, but the labor is suffering for everybody. But everybody wanted to be an animator, work in the industry, for the animation. So for a 20-minute animation, it will take for a 500 people work on a single episode for just maybe less than a month, because it's a 500 work um, machinery for everybody. It's for a single person. A 20-minute is like what? That'll be a crazy thing to do. You know, if I'm gonna do 20 minutes, well, all you see there in the 20 minutes are panning of the background, zooming, loop of animation. There's nothing to see there. Nothing moving for the whole 20 minutes. In anime, that's what um, in anime or in animation you only see um, maybe 20% of animation, because most of them are these are in the series. Okay, you'll only see 20 minutes of animation compiled in one. Everything moving, everything is background panning, zooming. That's the trick of animation. That's why I like it. Okay, I'm lost here on my drawing. Ah, gosh. What else? Hey, Thunderbolt. When doing line art for animation, should you not use pen pressure so it has a constant? Yes, I'm using a pressure sensitivity on for my pen. See, if I press light, hope you can see that. Uh, uh, it will have some pencil effect if you You know what I mean? So it's always on, especially when I'm using a pen like let me see, this one. It has weight. Can you see that? It has weight. You can very light and then um, put pressure on the pen, and you'll have the line weight on the line art. So, oh, whenever I found myself in a creative block, as an animator, I take a break and do some fun art. Yes, that's important. You need to take a break, do other things. If you still want to draw, if you don't want to draw animation the moment I need to draw fan art, just pin up. You do it. Because practicing drawing is important if you want to make a better artwork. Yes. But due to several other factors, such as work and school, I ended up sticking with fine art. Yes, if you're still in school, you need to work less on drawing. I will share my work with my Facebook group. Well, yeah, yeah, it's important to share your artwork on social media. It's very important. Are you a self-taught? That yes, I'm a self-taught, but there are some people that taught me more on drawing. There is the comic book artist Will Sportacio. Um, he taught me more on drawing as I stayed in his studio way back the Stone Age. I worked for him and I made comics, so that's it. And there are there are art books that I really like that I bought from Studio Ghibli. You know the book of the art of um, what is that? The art of um, Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki's Delivery Service. Um, I really love that. Totoro, the book. I really love it. Most of Studio Ghibli books. I bought it. I need to collect them all. I've been addicting, and I have figure drawings by Andrew Loomis. It's a good book, so I buy it. I bought it. Okay. Speaking of anime, I've been doing fan art of anime manga characters lately, most prominently from the Sailor Moon franchise. You know, I really like Sailor Moon. I don't know why. There are some. Um, there are characters there that are fascinating, just like in One Punch Man. They create weird characters. Suddenly, you will notice like this character looks like a scarab or a beetle. And in Sailor Moon, sometimes there are characters, a female character, that is wearing a shape of a shoe, and she's a villain. You know, that's the weird thing about Japan. Okay, what surface are you using for drawing? Daniel, yeah, I'm using Wacom Cintiq 24 HD. How do you keep your lines from being too thick? Just practice? Um, I'm using a very fine um, size of a brush. This is a size 3. Uh, if I This is size 7. It's a thick brush. So I I never change the size of my brush. So I just keep them thin as possible. Because if I want to make the lines very thick, I just draw it repeatedly, so it will be thick, just like so. So it will take a while to get used to uh, the line. So I just keep them simple and thin, very thin. When I line my animation, line art looks really wobbly and inconsistent. Jay, some tablets are jiggly. There are tablets when you put your pen for when you're even when your uh, hand is very steady and it's still jiggle. It's like it creates shake on your hand. It shakes. So you cannot make a straight line free-handedly, but it creates a jiggly line. You know. So the thing you gonna do about that is draw it quickly. I mean, when you draw a straight line like that, you'll draw. You just swipe your pen to make a straight line. So one way to test it is you need to get a ruler, the actual ruler, and you create a line with the ruler to see if the tablet is stable, or if it's really stable with your line. That's one test you can do. Okay. Speaking of social media, my go-to platform for sharing my fan art are Facebook, Twitter. Yes, yes. I just want to say that it's so amazing to see animation made in hit film. It's it's reassuring that inspiring to give great art. Yes, thank you. Hit film was introduced to me by one of you guys there. I can't remember who, but one of the members or the subscriber or the viewer recommended Hit film if I can try it for editing. Then I tried it, and I was surprised that it's a nice program. It's a simple program, but it's powerful. And there are features in Hit film that caught my attention. It's the shake feature of it's a plugin where in case you have a scene where it's like earthquake, you can use the shake feature, shake plugin in Hit Film Express. So, and it's nice to have that feature because in other program they don't have it. Um, in Adobe Premiere they don't have it. The shake. You need to manually create camera animation to make a shake feature for your animation. Okay. Okay. If I pay you, do you teach me, Mr. Gunn? I don't know, because first thing of teaching is you need to have a lesson plan. Lesson plan is like a lesson plan when you teach in school. Um, if I'm going to do it, it will eat a lot of my time to write a lesson plan for um, teaching. It's really hard for me to um, teach. I'm sorry, that's real, and I'm not a teacher. I can give advice if you have artwork, show it to me. I can give advice, but um, teaching a person from zero up to the higher level is something um, it's 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 um you know you need to hit the roof for that, if you get what I mean. Um, so that's it. Yep, Hit Film has a lot of features, and I really love it. I wish my computer is very powerful to use Hit Film, but it's working for me. Even if it's lagging, because my computer is a Stone Age, it's made with stone. Bonjour, everybody. Yes, this is One Punch Man, Alex. Still working on it. Hopefully, I could finish it. So we're art school. No. I was a um, computer science. I was supposed to graduate until Will Sportasio contacted me and asked me to work for him. Um, so I almost graduated computer science, but no. I'm just self-taught. I just draw every day as a hobby, and I love it. And I thought of, why don't I just pursue drawing um, instead of going to school. But it's important to go to school. It is very important. Is there an audio timeline plugin for Krita? I wish that it had better audio support. Yes, they should develop the audio features of the Krita, cause in Krita they have this audio in the timeline. Let's see if I can try that. There's this audio here where you can import audio to your animation, where you can just open the audio source. Then maybe it's wave or MP3. You can put it there, but they need to fix that because it's not very good. You know, it will lag your computer. The scrubbing is not really good. Um, it's frustrating sometimes, but you cannot. I cannot complain if it's free. The software is free, so I just deal with it. At the moment, I think 4.3 beta of Krita is optimized, and I think what I think is um, the audio of the animation is almost there. It's almost there. Still, you have a problem with the scrubbing. When you scrub the timeline with the audio, it's still useless. Sorry to say, it's really useless. So you need to play it to be able to hear your uh, audio if you have dialogue on your animation. Just need to um, use other program for it. Okay, Mr. Gun, yeah. Oh, physics. I hate physics. I hate math. Hey, sorry guys. I wish I can understand what you're saying, but welcome to the streaming. What other program do you recommend to edit in? Um, Video editor. What's the best video? I haven't tried After Effects, honestly. I tried Adobe Premiere. I sometimes use it for adding audio for my videos. There are other can't remember the names of the program, but there are free softwares of video editors you can use, which are the same as Adobe Premiere. Um, you can try that out because nowadays you can get any software for free. Free ones, not the pirated ones. Okay. I don't recommend pirated ones. That's why I'm using free softwares like um, Krita and HitFilm Express because I want to tell everybody that you can animate with free software. So download your at your own risk about other big softwares you really like. Okay. Any chance you'd make an editing tutorial? Still don't understand certain things with Film Express, like camera zoom and panning, while multiple frames are working together. Yes. For hit film, sometimes it's confusing to use the program. It's a nice program, but sometimes I get confused too when zooming and panning. Sometimes I don't understand how certain things work. Why is it happening? I'm still figuring out the software, to be honest. So I just play with it sometimes until I get the right camera moves or anything like that. So it's it's a nice program though. So what else? Okay. What else? Let me scroll up to see if there's other questions here. Hmm. Okay. Anyways, so we're almost. Oh, we're in an hour now. So hopefully we'll be off again. Um, an hour is okay for live chat, I think. So anybody here still uh, have a question? Just pop away. I'd love to answer some questions. What else? What are you guys using when you draw on a computer? If you have tablet, just let me know what you're using. So if you have problems with the settings, maybe I can help you with that. You need to update your drivers, especially when you're using Wacom or other programs. How to color? How to put highlights? Okay. Shadowing is very, very complicated to teach. You can color a ball. Sometimes you can put shape on a ball. For example, let's get rid of this. Um, um, okay. You can color a ball. Let's say you have circle, almost perfect. And then you need to color it. Okay, color it. Where's the color? Color. Let's color it almost red. On another layer. Okay. Coloring, you need to color on another layer. If your line art is on another layer, of course, your color should be at the bottom. This is your line art. Line art. And at the bottom will be your color. Okay? So on another layer, there's another layer here. It will be your background. So everything is on layer. So when you color, always put your color below your line art. Okay? So when you color it, now I'm gonna color. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I I just use a pen tool and draw around it the colors, and then fill it. Where's the fill tool? Here. Fill it with the same shade you're drawing. You need to have another layer for the shading, so you will preserve your color instead of this is the color. So my color is on this layer. This is the color. Okay, so it will be preserved to for the shading. So in case my coloring is like this, and I want to make a shading, you will choose another color for the shade of red. Okay, so I need to make a shading area. Okay, ooh, that's it. Then you need to fill it. Okay, so this is a ball, so everything is round. So when the ball is shaped like this, we know there's an invisible grid line like that, like a computer grid line. These are the shade, the guide shade. You know what I mean? I'm not good in teaching, but anyways, the drawings, the shading is something like this. You need to if the shadow is here, you need to draw just a portion of it. So you draw another portion to make the shading more dense. So anyways, you need to separate the shading. So if not, we'll have some trouble. Anyway, so I deleted the color. We'll color it again. So let's color this. Okay. So when you make another color on top of it, so this is your line art color. So on the color, on the top of the color, there will be another layer on top of the color. So we'll create another layer. Okay, there's another layer. That will be your shading. So you can preserve your shading. So in case you had a mistake, of your shading, you need to erase it again. So you have to. It's easy to just erase it instead of just color the whole thing and I made mistake on the shade of this area. So you have problem. So we'll make this 50% opacity, and then make the options under the layer multiply. Then use another color maybe or the same color as your shading. So if it's multiply, the color is another shades. See? So you need to fill it and then you have another shade. So if you wanna change the tint of the shading, you just need to put down or up the opacity. That's the technique that I'm using. So if you're doing it using digital, you can do that. Okay, so you want to put the highlights, you create another layer on top of it. Okay, there's another highlight. So you need to create another layer, then use the same color or use another different color. Change your layer blending from normal to what is that? Screen. So it will create a highlight. See, this is the highlight. Then you have the highlight. So that's the technique. Hopefully you get that. I'll have some more tutorials soon. Um, if you have other questions, just post it here and see if I can answer it for the tutorial. Okay? Okay, what? He is from Dominican Republic. Who's from Dominican Republic? I'm not. How to color? Put highlight. How old are you? How old? Me? I am. I'm around 40. I'm around 40. 40. 40. 40. 40 plus. Okay. Uh, hey, John Jose Calderon. How are you? Okay. I use Pen Artist 12 and Open Tunes. No. Nice. Yeah, you know, when I started animating, I always animate with just line art, no colors, to see if I can do it. Then if when I finally did it, I started coloring it and figured out how to make my work faster. There are things that are really hard to do, especially when you're doing it everything. You have to know uh, how fast you draw everything. Oh man. Thanks, Keshav Cornell. Please give a short tutorial on masking in Krita. Masking? Oh. Okay, masking. Gosh, I don't know masking in Krita. Masking. I know only. Uh, I don't know how to do masking. Maybe I can teach you how to. Uh, I don't know how to do masking in Krita. When you create mask, well, let's try. I'm gonna try. Okay. Um, so masking. So if this is my drawing, the circle or the ball, okay, and I need to color it. Uh, gosh, I don't know how. I use alpha preserve, like this portion. I hope you can see that. It's really hard to teach everybody or to teach a person with just streaming and with my hand showing. You know. Okay, I'll try. I'll try to teach you guys. Let's create another layer. Let's make this. Let's rename it into color. Color. This will be our color. So let's color it blue. So let's zoom in so you can see. Can you see now? So the color of our ball is blue. So we use a pen. I'm using regular pen. Okay. Okay. Then we'll fill it. Okay. After fill, I'll use my keyboard, holding down Shift and Control. I'm holding down Shift and Control and G. It means I'll create a clipping mask. That's the technique I know. Clipping mask. Shift Control G. And then Krita, let's see the layers. The layers in Krita will create a mask layer. That's the thing you're asking. That's the thing I know. So the uh, the mask layer, anything under it uh, will or anything I don't know how to explain. Anything you draw on that layer, on the masking layer, going outside the drawing will be will not be shown. For example, the this icon here or the button here, this is enabled. All right, it is enabled. So when it is enabled, when you color, let's say, let's color it yellow so you can see. I'm gonna use a bigger brush. So when I color inside, it will shown because of the blue. All right. But if I color outside, it will not show it. You know, you get that. But if this button is disabled, as I continue drawing outside here, you will see nothing. But if it's enabled, invisible, or disabled, it will show. If you know what I mean. You see when I that's the teaching I want to tell you. The mask layer. So if it's enabled, it will disappear. I hope I explained that well. Right? It's the technique I always use. So you can change the blend settings here. If you want to multiply, screen, normal, erase, darken, you can use that. If you change the blending into multiply, it will turn down it will appear differently. So that's how I color my uh, drawings. So that's how I do it. So that's the masking I know. So if there's, I don't know, if there are other people who know how to create a mask, because I've been trying to create a mask using a selection tool. Like I have a selection tool and use it as a mask. I cannot create it. I don't know if you have technique there, because I've been trying to figure it out, but still I don't know how to do it. So that's it. That's the thing I know about Krita. I know I'm not very good in Krita, so forgive me. Okay. What else? Let's see the other. You can just pull down menu for them. Yeah, maybe that's right. Top there, there, the right. It's transparency from the Yes, yes, exactly. Uh, Evil in your closet. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah. Hopefully, you get what I meant. So that's how I do it. So if you have if you can um, group it, so if you can turn down the opacity of the layer of the masking layer, so you can preserve everything with mask layer options. So hopefully, what I thought is helping you guys. So, I think we reached the time. Maybe we can have another chat, or maybe you guys have. Okay, guys, I need your help, guys. Anybody here from UK? Just let me know. Anybody from the UK? Because I'm looking for somebody, um, somebody who can voice act for me. Voice acting. Um, because I've been I want to create animation with voices because there's one a subscriber I think who asked for animation with voices of people talking. So I need voice actors. So if you guys can help me, um, anybody uh, who are residing in UK or in who are English, um, maybe you can help me, or maybe who even though even people who can English accent will be great. I have because my internet lags. Anyways, yeah. Uh, I may you may contact me. You can email me somewhere. No, you can email me here in my channel. There's an email in the about page where you can get my email there and contact me there. So if you have if you're interested in voice acting, it's small dialogue. So if you can help me with that, just send me a message through my email in the about page. Okay? Oh, guys, chat a lot. I don't know why. Um, thank you for joining me here and seeing my work, and hopefully finish this until Friday. Finish Saitama and see how this goes. Answered questions for everybody, and thank you for watching. Goodbye, guys.